And now, it's time for the Roadshow Feedback Booth.
What we have here is a painting that's not worth anything, but we had fun. We drove all the way from Michigan, and I had a great time. I just drug her along.
We drove 12 hours to come to Antiques Roadshow, and we discovered their antiques were not worth quite as much as our t-shirts.
We brought in my great-grandfather's walking stick. We thought it was a shillelagh. We thought it was worthless. It turns out we were wrong. It's not a shillelagh, but we were right. It is completely worthless.
We were told these jugs looked like us. They didn't think so either, but we had a great time.
Brought Mr. Bird today, and Mr. Bird has gotten lots of interest. Too bad we're not teenagers. We'd have had some dates by tonight.
And we brought some lunch boxes today that turned out to be of okay value, but we had a great time here in Knoxville and just glad to be together.
I brought this, and I'm not lying, they told me it was $100.
And they sent me to the cheap and ugly desk, and you can see why. But we had a great time.
We had a good time. It was fun.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Antiques Roadshow. Oh, hello there. What's your name?
Jackson.
What you got?
A toy truck.
What do you know about it? And now, it's time for the Roadshow Feedback Booth.
My prints were fake, thank God, because I ripped them on the way in.
I've got my dad's Vietnamese machete that he gave a cigarette for in 1966, and it's worth $300 to $500.
I bought in tribal art, which is a pottery that I have, and this is worth $750. And I also have antique and vintage jewelry, and the value of all of my jewelry was $1,800. So I think I lucked out.
I found out that my Chinese textile from the late 1800s is worth 40 to 60,000 pennies.
What I thought was a ceremonial mask turned out to be a boot jack. Oh well.
We brought an antique microscope that belonged to my grandfather. And I would really love to tell you what the appraiser said about it, because it's such a cool piece, but I don't even know because I left the key at home.
And I just want to tell my sons, Chris and Eric, you played with the bears. Do not put them in a yard sale when Mama passes away. These are worth about $100 each, honey. Bye.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Antiques Roadshow. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah? What you got there?
Yeah, we got a little bit of Knoxville Parish.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And
now, it's time for the Roadshow Feedback Booth.
And I brought a brooch that came in a box of junk jewelry, and my mother said, I don't think it's junk, and it wasn't. It's worth $700. So, wow.
I brought this dummy. Stop that. It was my uncle's. He got it in 1951. It's a Fred Mayer dummy, and he's worth $400 to $500.
my Gibson Hummingbird, I was told, is worth $500 more than I paid for it, so I am smiling a little bit today.
When I was born, my dad asked the doctor how much he owed him. He said, well, if you get us a Navajo rug, we'll call it even. Well, this was bought about the same time, so I came to find out how much I'm worth, and I'm worth about $400.
I have my mummy Boris here today, and we had a good time at the Antiques Roadshow. We brought this Egyptian burial figure that turned out to be a fake. It's still worth a couple $100. Thanks, Mom, but we're not going to build a pyramid for you.
We brought our dad to Antiques Roadshow, and the appraiser said he'd never seen anything like him. He's one of a kind.
Now they're going to put me back in the attic.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Antiques Roadshow. Hello, everybody. How are we doing back here? We're good. Good. What you got? Can I look? Oh, look at this. What do you know about it?